So growing up, I used to be very, very immersed in sandbox games. I really enjoyed the creativity and being able to build and do whatever you wanted. And I think that was the reason why I kind of got into a creative field in the first place. So I originally tried animation and I tried actually animating some of the characters from these games and I really enjoyed it. But something about being stuck in a room just at a computer wasn't for me. And because I had experience through animation and video editing, I think it just happened to be that film was for me. And I think personally I really enjoy being behind the camera and doing the visual side of things and finding what looks best lighting wise, frame wise, shot wise, etc. What is the most challenging thing in my job? I think the most challenging thing in my job is definitely having so much kit. So being most of the time a one-man band, carrying all my kit to jobs and filming alone is really hard, especially because I don't have a car yet. So it's always like on the train and yeah, it's pretty hard work and I'm not really one of the strongest guys, I'm quite small, but I make it work. So I think from Rotherham, if you're wanting to get into the film industry, get out there and make films. I mean, nowadays we've all got phones and we've got friends that would love to be part of these films. And it's one of those things where the more you do, the better you get. So if you keep making films, the opportunities will come your way where you can eventually get funding for better films, maybe get on a course that teaches you how to make films, or even just look online and reach out to local filmmakers, have a chat, get a coffee. I think that's one of the big things for me on how I got into the film industry. So I realised I could do this professionally just a few months after graduation. So I'd been freelancing for a long time. I started when I was 16, especially particularly in film. And I realised from working a part-time job just to pay the bills where I lived, that it was actually getting in the way of certain jobs that I was trying to book. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the job, but these freelance jobs that I was doing would pay more and it would also get me to that dream of being full-time freelance and running my own business. So I think about 6 months after leaving university, I then left my part-time job and went full-time. I think the coolest thing I've ever got on camera was this YouTube channel called Kids Invent Stuff. It's run by these two engineers that basically get requests from children, ideas and drawings for blueprints to make an invention. And one of them was a princess escaping a tower via a zip line. So they literally built a zip line on this castle tower, and the engineer was dressed as a princess and zip lined out of this tower, and it looked really cool. How long does it take to professionally edit a piece of film? Well, it really depends on what I'm editing. If it's a simple interview shot like this, probably, a few hours. But if it's a big film, you're talking months. And even then, if it's a crazy project, it could be up to a year. You never know. But I think these projects depend, because I have many other projects as well, and I'm also shooting. So sometimes I'll outsource work and get other people to edit. But that's kind of the reason why certain things take so long.